Hello, Cozy Detectives, and welcome to the Blanket Fort Files. I'm Joy,
And I'm Larissa.
and we're here to report on all things comfy and cozy.
Oh, she went
I know.
newscaster.
That's what I was thinking. And back
You
to you,
should have
Bob.
done it. I was like, you should have done it with a Duffy Duck voice. Duffy?
Freaky Dark, Freaky
That.
Daffy Duck. Hello,
Daffy Duck
Cozy
voice.
Detectives.
That's what you were doing before we hit record, and then
I was.
like words fell out of my mouth, and I couldn't say Daffy Duck for some reason.
Shout out to my not grandpa, who unfortunately is no longer with us, but he used to do that voice like crazy. Mom, if you're listening, you know who I'm talking about. But yeah, he was so good at that. And so I did like my own little version, which is basically just talking like this, which kind of sounds more like I have a lisp or something than I'm Daffy Duck, but in my brain I'm Daffy Duck, you know?
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
love
my
it.
my random lore. Wait, so what's going on with you? I've got a prop for my ketchup.
You can
Very
share.
excited.
It's okay. You can go first.
Well, I feel like you did more in life than me. I'll be in the Larissa sandwich.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and do my fun, exciting update is that,
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't call it snow. It's definitely more ice, but we got like a snowy, icy vibe going on the last few days,
Wow.
which I know for you, you're like, you always get, tired over it because you get it so much. But for me, I'm like, it's the one day a year we get snow. So I'm very
Aw.
excited. Been
I
doing
remember
all the
last year
like
you went out in it. Did you go out in it this year
yeah,
already?
we're very much like Lorelai vibes. We don't do it at midnight because we're asleep, but we always do like a walk in the snow. We keep comparing it to last year because last year because it was actual snow and not ice, like it was just a lot
Yeah.
prettier. Like the trees had it, and yeah, it just kind of looks a little sad. I mean, it's still pretty, don't get me wrong, and I love it, but it just
Yeah.
compared to last year. And we went on two walks yesterday, and then the second one, it started like sleeting, and we were like getting pelted with it. And so I don't know if you've ever seen Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen with Lindsay
Yes,
Lohan.
I
Do you know this
have.
scene when they're like in New York and it's pouring rain and they're like running from like stoop to stoop? That was like us. We're like trying to get out of the sleep.
I love that movie. Yeah,
We'll have to
100%.
do a case file on it, I feel.
Yeah, I like that. I have that on DVD. I feel
Me
like
too.
I fell into the I don't know, because of the analog of it all, and I think just like me and my vibe. But I'm like, I've always had DVDs. Everybody tried to pressure me to get rid of them, and I said no.
Yeah,
So
same. I have a pretty good collection.
yeah, it's
But
fun.
yeah, I've been
Wait,
doing all the
do you
oh
know
go
how
ahead.
to walk correctly in snow though, right? I had to learn that moving to Colorado. You just don't like you can't like step like stop 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 stop.
I don't know if I walk I didn't know there was a correct
I don't
way.
think there's a correct. I will say, let me rephrase that. I learned I was walking incorrectly. Maybe it was my footwear that was incorrect, but one time I did a whole like floop, boop, like
Oh,
real
you
like
fell.
cartoony type of fall because there was ice, and that's what made me think of it. Because if
Mhm.
ice is more dangerous than
Yeah.
snow because it's slick.
Slip. Yep.
Um, I was straight up in moccasins. I feel like I probably told this story because I
Oh,
tell the
yeah.
story every time. But
No,
I
I
was
don't know
like,
if I've heard it.
oh
Watch
really?
it like it's probably on a podcast episode. Well, I've never heard this story
I
before.
know. And I know we've said this, but I literally already feel like how I told you this already. Like
Great Lauren reference.
I've lived some life, but some of my stories are the same. This is the one time I fell on my butt. So if I'm ever gonna tell you that story, this is the story I'm telling you. Um, I was straight up in moccasins and I was like full confidence, full steps, full stride moccasining it on what I didn't realize was ice. I was mid thought of why is that guy walking funny? And then I
Mhm.
went floop, boop, like, oh, and I was
Oh.
like, oh, I gotta go work for 8 hours after this. I was like, ouch,
Oh,
ouch.
that reminds me of in Love War and Snow when Rory's like shoes are not the best,
Yes.
like all weather footwear. And she's like,
Yes.
"Oh,
It's like,
you
oh,
fell
yeah.
twice."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wear boots out, and
Just
because we don't
grip.
get it that
That's what you need.
often, I I feel like I don't know if I do it correctly, but I'm always like, okay, pay
Yeah.
attention, like walk slowly,
I think that is
avoid
the
the
correct way.
hills.
Like, pay
Yeah.
attention. Like, because the guy that was walking, he was walking very delicately. He was kind of like shuffling. And I was like, why is that guy walking funny? And that's when I like floop floop. So
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting too. because we went on one of our walks, we walked past this couple and then we noticed in the snow, it's kind of a combination of snow and ice here. It's not like pure ice, but it's also not snow, but they were just like dragging their feet. And that's, which
Oh.
I don't know if that's correct or not, but that always bothers me when people just like shuffle and they don't pick up their feet because the
I feel
sound
like
of
you're just gonna
it.
ruin your shoes.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Um, but yeah, I didn't know there was a correct way. So hopefully I'm
Yeah.
doing it
No,
correctly.
I think you are because it's literally just pay attention. I
Yeah.
think that's the correct way. So
But yeah, I've been doing all the little snowy day activities.
yay.
Our mom got this for us for Christmas, and we're like, this is a perfect time to bust it out. But she got us this macrame kit, so we made little macrame snowflakes. So I can insert a photo here, and
Cute.
then this goes back to an old case file. But we got a Nancy Drew game that we've been playing.
A new to you or a new?
No, I've played it. I haven't played it in like decades, so it's almost a new to me because I'm like, I
Oh.
don't even remember who the bad guy is.
That's fun. Are you
Yeah.
liking this one more or less than whatever the other one was called? I
Oh,
forgot.
yeah, a lot more. I didn't finish the one that came out, when was that, in 24?
Yeah.
Um, partially because I just didn't like it, and then also it got spoiled for me.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, so I was like, well,
Ah,
yeah.
that's a bummer. I'm glad that you're liking this one though.
Yeah.
Ye-
What about you?
Okay, so my prop. So I have been looking for a actual early 2000s little
Oh my
camera.
gosh, what a throwback.
I know. It's not that expensive because I looked it up online after finding it at the thrift store and I think I maybe saved like 10 or 15 bucks by buying in the thrift,
Hey,
but it worked.
that's up. Oh,
And
that's
I was
good.
stoked because it's battery operated. It's the Kodak EasyShare DX4530. It's very loud and proud saying it is 5 megapixels, in case you're wondering.
Wow. You said
Uh,
Kodak and it reminded me of that Pitbull song.
I love Pitbull. I know it's so
Which
random, but
we found out, this was, I don't know why this came up, but like last week we found out he's only 45.
whoa. I
So
think
he
just
was
because
like
that
in
dude's
his,
been bald for
yeah, he's
forever.
like look, and he's looked the same. Maybe because he's always in the
Yeah.
sunglasses. But yeah, he was
Yeah.
like only in his early 20s when like he first came on the
Just real
scene,
wide. Yeah.
right?
Oh my word. I would, okay, this is a side tangent, but it is a goal of mine to go to a Pitbull concert because I want
Oh, the
to
bald
be,
cap.
yes, I want
I
that to be me
know.
so bad.
I can't go to a concert, but that looks so fun. I love that that's become a trend.
It's just such a vibe. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
here for it. That and Joe. Are you on the Joe Curie like pipeline to all of the?
Uh-uh.
I freaking love this dude. I was watching him on Stranger Things, and then Stranger Things
Yeah.
got too spoopy for me, and I stopped watching it.
Aw.
But he popped back up, and his stuff is so fun. I
Yeah.
like Delete Ya. I like Basic. I like Potion, and those are all not very widely known. So I feel very popular about
Look
that.
at you. I know it's
Wow,
like
look at
very indie vibes.
me. Cuts. He has also got a song called Egg, and I'm like, so random. Anyway, back to my camera. But I'm just proud of it and I'm excited for it. And I have to figure out how it does have the slot for an SD card open. It does have the slot for an SD card, but I don't
Mhm.
have that. It also does take video and it takes video with audio. And
Oh,
I didn't know that.
wow.
So like my little videos just be going, oh, this looks really blown out. Like it's like so bright. But yes, he pushed to eject. So hopefully that slot works. Because if not, I have to find another way to get these photos off or like these couple things. But it's crazy because
Yeah.
I didn't remember that cameras had it where how do I say this? Like the glass playback is not where you take the photo. So when I take the photo, I have to look.
To look into it, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, this is broken. And then I was like, let me just try to take a photo. And then it worked. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh
I
goodness.
feel like it got to a point where the playback, you could also look into it. I feel like that became digitized, but I don't
Yeah.
remember when that happened. But do you remember you talking about like ejecting the SD card, and it just gave me a throwback memory where you
Mhm.
would like take that out, put it into your laptop, and then take that whole dump straight into a Facebook album, like not sifting through it at all.
I love it. Yeah, that was Yeah, that was back in the day. I've always been one where I'm like, I don't really like to post my stuff like that. So I would always like, okay, wow, Joy lore. This is a little, I was gonna say humbling, but it's a little, I guess, a private life of me. But before there was like the Pinterest boards, my version of that is I
Mhm.
would search. Oh gosh, this is kind of embarrassing. It's fine. I would search for like Zac Efron photos and then put them in a folder
Oh my
on the laptop. I
gosh.
created my own little Pinterest boards. I freaking loved that dude back in the day. Which High School Musical 20 years. How
Uh,
so gross. I heard somebody
I
say that that's our Grease. Like our
yeah, I
parents.
saw where like the High School Musical is now like the same
Ugh,
age as when our parents would talk about Grease.
that's terrifying. I hate that on so many levels. But yes,
I
so
have
that's my
one more
oh
catch
please.
up thing. Did you see about Rachel McAdams' Star?
I
Have you seen
saw
anything
that
about that?
that our boy was there from
Yeah.
About Time.
Oh my gosh, I freaked
So
out. I was
cute.
so emotional. Did you watch his speech for her?
Oh no, I didn't see
Oh, I'll
it.
have to send it to you. It's so sweet.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah, he just basically talked about like how incredible she was to work with, but also just like as an actress overall and a mom. And
Aw,
my like he specifically talked about time, and he was like, for a few months, like you were such a good actress that I believed like I could actually travel through time, and that
cute.
we were married and we lived in this by the sea, and my dad was Bill Nye, and then he was
Ah.
like, the come down from that was brutal.
Honestly, facts. Oh, that
Yeah.
also makes me very happy because, again, like we talk about all the time, it feels like you can see it through the screen, but not until sometimes like a long time after are you like, okay, that really does solidify. Like they really did enjoy doing that project together.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Also, the
oh
fact that it was 13 years ago, also, I'm like, oh,
gosh, what is time? What even is time? But
about time.
about time. Oh my gosh, so funny. Okay, we should
Also,
get into it in a
yeah, I
second.
think, I'll just, this is a
No,
side.
no, go,
Did you
go.
put the hot cocoa or did I on our little catch up notes?
Oh,
Because
I
I
think
was
I
like,
did.
okay, did you want to talk about it?
Nah,
Are you sure?
that's all
Okay.
good. I made hot cocoa. I didn't know what else to write for, I guess.
I know, because I did this note so long ago, I was like, was that me or her? I don't remember. All right. Well, do you want to go first?
Let's do it. Today we are talking about movie Galentines. And we did a version of this last year. So if you
Mm-hmm.
have not, we'll link it in the show notes, which I always feel so cool saying. I'm like in the show notes.
Show notes.
But this year
No,
we
we
are
did
doing,
TV.
we did TV. This year we're
Yeah.
doing movies. And we picked a specific decade. So it's 2000 to about 2010. There
Mm-hmm.
might be one or two outliers in there, but that is the main chunk of it. And I will say, I feel like some of mine are going to feel so deep cut because my brain was just
Hey,
like,
that's okay. Mine, I have a couple, I think, deep cuts. Yeah, some of mine are like pretty obvious, and then I think I may have a couple. I don't know, but yeah, I asked Joy if we could do a specific decade, mainly because I was like, there's so many I wanted to include. Because I guess for me, I don't watch a lot of TV, so I had an easier time
mm,
just picking TV female friendships. But this one, I was like, I just felt really overwhelmed to pick. But then I was like, I had a few, but I was like, oh, I feel like I need one or two more. I don't know. And all of my honorable mentions are
yeah.
ones outside of the early 2000s that if we
Ah,
were to do other decades, I would have included. But I was like, yeah, there's no way I could just free fall go for every
yeah.
female friendship in a movie ever.
I get that. I totally get that. So do you want to go first or do you want me to go
You
first? Okay.
can.
So we're working down. So we're doing five, four, three, two, one being our top.
Yeah, which we haven't done a top five in a long time, like even before our
No.
break. So I'm excited to do it again.
I know. And a couple of these are from memory, so I'm really hoping that it holds up in the way that I hope it
Oh,
does. And
yeah.
you're like, there's this plot hole and these are not friends. I'm like, oh no. But
That's okay.
really crazy. You actually already mentioned my fifth one, which is Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
Oh, I thought about putting them on there, but I was like, some of it stresses me out how they
Yeah.
treat how one treats them, but I'll let you get into it.
So it's chaotic energy for sure. But
Yeah.
the reason that I put them on the list is because I feel like I like the fact that they work through troubles
Oh, for
together.
sure. Yeah,
Because I
they
feel
end
like,
up in a good place.
yeah, they end up in a good place. They're friends. They have their disagreements, their arguments. They say like sometimes some rude stuff to each other. But that's also, I don't know. The only way I can think to say it is like real life of teenagers where like
True.
I don't fully have a frontal lobe, so I'm gonna say what I think. And
Yeah.
then you're just like, oh, that was like rude or mean, or oh, I didn't mean that. Or so the Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen basically is Lindsay Lohan like in her prime,
Mm.
and she loves this pop star, and then through a series of events they end up like meeting the pop star, and then they're going to these different things. The outfits wild, the musical numbers
So
wild,
good.
so good. But they're my number five again, mainly just because it was good to see teenagers. I think so. One of my honorable mentions, I could have swapped with this, but
Mhm.
I chose to keep it these two because I felt like it was a little less, for lack of a better word, malicious. Like I felt like they just like accidentally said
Yeah.
hurtful things to each other
Yeah, and
from my memory.
I think it comes down to Lindsay Lohan's character, Lola. Is she I mean, her
Yeah.
title, she's the drama queen, so
Oh
I
yeah.
think she just gets a little too
Like caught up in stuff.
yeah, and I think that's part of
Yeah.
the character, but yeah, I thought about putting them on, so it wasn't like a, "Ugh, I don't know what you're talking about." I definitely considered it for sure.
That's just crazy because I don't think you've ever randomly mentioned that movie at the beginning. But I was saying you didn't. Now, if you look back,
Yeah.
you'll like feel like my awkward pause of like,
Yeah, like, I have seen that movie. I don't anymore, but at one point, I knew the dance at the end. Like, I had the choreography
wow.
down.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, so impressed.
She's
I
like,
wanted so good. That was one of the outfits along with the Hillary Duff outfits where I was like, those were like peak to me. I loved those
which
outfits.
pause.
I
Did
know.
you see? She That's so
Oh
not
my gosh,
fair.
I know. She's out and about again. It's crazy. I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say that she was on an interview and she said she did not like the green dress. She did
Oh, I
not like
didn't
wearing
see
it.
that.
I was
That's
like,
okay.
girl, we
It's not my
loved
favorite
it.
either. But yeah,
But
for
like
those
as a friend costume, freaking obsessed.
for our cozy detectives, if they missed it, um, Hillary Duff performed "This Is What Dreams Are Made Of" publicly for like the first time
Crazy.
ever since the
Crazy.
movie came out, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, ever all people were joking like for the first time since the Coliseum.
I saw this one other guy too. That was like me trying to get into the concert and he's just like in the air duct. Facts, dude. Like
It's
let me
so
in.
good.
Why
Yeah,
do four? What do you think?
yeah,
We all want to be hanging with you. Like give us more options.
yeah.
So what's your fifth?
So mine, it's not necessarily a deep cut, but mine's like they're not technically friends, but they are friend-ish. I
Hmm.
did Molly and Ray from Uptown Girls.
That's one of my honorable mentions. I've never
Oh,
seen
love
it.
that. Oh, it's so good. And as a side, I just found out the other day. So it stars Dakota Fanning and Brittany Murphy, and Dakota Fanning is going to be the age that Brittany Murphy died. So like people are saying they're going to be
Oh,
the same age this year, which is just
that's wild.
sad to think about. But basically, these two characters, Molly becomes Ray's nanny, and so they learn a lot from each other. I so again, it's not technically they're friends because there's an age gap, but I put them
Yeah.
on there because of the lessons that they learn from each other. So Ray learns how to have fun, and Molly kind of learns responsibility. And I the there's a scene, if you have seen it, Cozy Detectives, you'll know what I'm talking about. But there's a scene with the spinning teacups, and it just always gets me right in the feels because it's just like basically this scene symbolizing like kind of like the teacups never stop spinning of a life where like it's your
Ooh,
younger self and
yeah.
your older self like on this
Too
ride
real.
together like spinning
Mhm.
around and not stopping. So it's just a good scene, and I really like the relationship and the friendship that they do create, even though they're not sisters, they're not like quote unquote friends, but I was just like I have to put them on there because I think they teach each other more than some of the other friends that I have on my list.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I have that on honorable mentions because I'd never seen it. So I was like, I feel
Yeah.
like this is iconic, but I don't have the experience with it, put it on there. But yeah, that it is on my list of movies to watch. And you'll be very proud
Oh,
of me.
good.
I am writing down my movies. And I'm
Oh,
very
fun.
very grateful because my second movie, I wasn't like, I don't love horror movies, but it was like leaving Netflix. I was like, oh my goodness, I have to watch it. And for a second, I was like, oh my word, was this the first movie that I watched that was new to me this year? And then People We Meet on Vacation came in to save the day, and I had previously watched that. And I was
Yay!
like,
What was
okay,
the horror
good.
movie?
28 days later.
Oh, I've never
And
heard that. I don't do
I
horror at all,
I
so I
heavy
don't even
skimmed
know.
that thing. I'm like, skim, 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 skim.
Yeah,
Like, there's
I
trigger
don't
warnings.
blame
There's a lot
you.
going on in that. And I was like, nope, skim, 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 skim. But I still count it. So I don't know
Love
if
it.
that's a thing or not, but I'm counting it because I've never seen it. Um,
What's your
okay,
number four?
my fourth, I'm really excited about. I did rewatch it because I hadn't seen it since, let me find it. I think it's like 2004. 2004, yeah, 2004. Crazy pants. And this is one where I'm like, oh my word, I have to do a case file on this because there's even more in the lore than I realized. As
Oh,
rewatching it, I was like, I recognize his voice, so I'm gonna see. Have you seen it in the past?
you haven't said what it
Maybe.
is yet.
Oh, the movie Sleepover. Sorry,
Okay,
I'm
I
like in it
was
already.
like, yeah, we
It's the
watched
movie
that. I
Sleepover.
mean, I've seen it and it's good, and I rewatched it again last year actually for our summer movie list.
Oh, okay. I forgot how fun and weird this movie is. It's very
It's
early
so cute.
2000s.
Yeah.
But one of the girls that's like the friend group. So basically what it is Julie, who's Alexa Penavega, I think is how you
Yeah,
say
from
her name,
Spy
from Spy
Kids.
Kids, obsessed. She is having a sleepover end of the year, end of 8th grade, going into 9th grade. And so she has her two friends, and then she invites a third girl that's like a new friend because Homegirl gets picked on. How freaking rude.
Yeah.
Again, early 2000s. So she invites her to the sleepover. So they're all hanging out and doing all these things. And then the meanie pants comes in, mean girl, who is also the mean girl in Sydney White. So
Mm-hmm.
she like right around the same time. So she comes in and it's like, we're going to do a scavenger hunt. And then like the most early 2000s, she's like, you have your like print off camera, right? Or like remember those things that I never got one, but I
Yeah.
wanted so
I
bad. You
know.
like take
Yeah,
a
it's a little
photo.
strip
Yeah. So that's like how they're gonna like prove they did each of the
document.
things. Yeah.
I know, and there's that scene where they're like in an old navy.
I know. Okay, but the crazy things in this, oh, well, you probably remember it now that you saw it. Marissa. I forgot the rent-a-cop in this, Cozy Detectives. Do you remember? Three, two, Steve Carell.
Yeah.
1 year before The Office is the rent-a-cop in this, crazy pants.
Yeah.
Jane Lynch is the mom. Like, it's
Yeah, it's so
so
good. You know
random.
what we should do? I don't know the actress's name, but she's also an aquamarine, so maybe that's the
Yeah.
case file connection.
Oh, love it. Yeah, I
That'll be a
would
good
love.
summer episode.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's for sure do it because I have to learn more lore about this because I forgot. I think what it is she looks so different young, but Brie Larson is in this.
Yeah,
My
it's
brain did not catch that,
she's
and I had
also
to.
in 13 going on 30, and she's one of Tom Tom's friends in her little group
Oh,
before
little click.
they age up. Yeah.
That's crazy. I just feel like her face looks so different. My brain was like, I don't recognize you. Okay, this is the craziest one that my brain was like, I recognize this voice. Who is this? Do you know? So the friend with the red bob.
Oh, we looked it up and now I don't remember, but I
It's
remember like what?
Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
It's Clara.
Yes.
It's
Okay, we
Dean's
did look it
younger
up. I know.
sister. Because I was like,
Yeah.
I know that voice, but it's
Yeah.
like she was like older than her. It was like so. My
Yeah,
brain
she's
was so
older.
confused.
Yeah, and you can kind of see it in her face a little bit. Yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember that now. Yeah, that and she doesn't sound as I feel like she kind of sounds obnoxious when she's Clara, but it might be because
yeah,
she's
she's
trying
so
to
little.
play this little kid. But
Yeah,
I'm like, girl,
I know, so
it's
funny.
such a
Evan
fun movie.
Peters, just like
Yeah,
like there's like so many random people, and then I can't remember the
I
actor's
honestly almost
name.
put them on my list too.
It's just such a fun
It's
movie. They're
really
running
cute.
around,
Yeah,
they're
it's
doing
fun.
everything. It's cute. It's got like a little bit of creepy early 2000s age gap between the two
Yeah,
leads, but it's just one of those things where it's like I remember watching this and wanting to be that best friend group. And
yeah. It just seems like
like
a fun little hangout. And then the little green car,
I know, it's
so
so
cute.
cute. There's a little green car. And she's like, well, how's the other girl driving? She got her learner's permit early, which is like also so little kid because you're supposed to have an adult
Right.
in the car if you have your learner's permit, children. But yeah, I loved that movie. So I made sure that it was as fun as I remembered. So Cozy Detectives, if you haven't seen it, it's very early 2000s of it all, even with the clothing, even with this like the actual sleepover, they're like painting nails and like wigs, and it's very fun. So
Yeah, it's
that's
so
my
fun.
number 4. What's your number 4?
Love it. Mine, you may have this on your list, but a little
Mm.
higher. And I almost put them higher, but then when I actually sat down, I was like, I don't know if they're actually like good friends. Like they
I
are good friends,
get
but
that.
they do some stuff where I'm just like, and it's not even the like Confessions of a Shopaholic or not Shopaholic. I always do that. The teenage dream where it's like, okay, I understand
Yeah.
where you're coming from. This one, like, okay, so I have Lily and Mia from Princess Diaries. Is my number
I
4.
Yeah, I actually have them as honorable mention because I don't know.
Yeah,
Lily
so
can be fun.
yeah, that's what I put. I had to put them on there though
Yeah,
because
they're
I
great.
just I love like they were the first ones well not the first ones. My number was the first one I thought of, but they were second and I almost had them as number 2, but then I was like I just don't feel like Lily is all that good of a friend, but I said they're too iconic not to include and I do think that Lily redeems herself
Yeah.
in the end, but I just feel like or and this is before even we really get into like the princess conflict, but she's like your dad died like a few months ago, why aren't
Yeah,
you over it yet? I'm like
literally a few
girl,
months.
what
Like,
are you talking about?
like
And then
I'm
she's
mourning.
just yeah, so I put them on there just because when you hear early 2000s female
Yeah,
friendships like they come to
iconic.
mind,
Yeah.
but in terms of like actually good friends to each other I was like, oh, I don't think they are.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was my thing is just thinking about like they have a lot of great interactions together, but
Mhm.
sometimes it is like you were saying, like kind of like not 100% mean spirited, but it's just one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like, well, it's a little tricky.
And I also wish that Lily was in the sequel more.
Totally.
Yeah. Like and
Totally.
her scenes almost feel awkward in a way. Like I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like yeah, it just feels, oh, well, we had to include you. It just I don't know. And this may be controversial. I think the sequel is fine, but I feel like a lot of people like it as much as or really close to
Oh,
the first one and I'm like, no, it feels very much a sequel to me.
yeah. I agree. I agree. Uh, another off topic again, but another sequel times 2, The Mummy 4, there is rumors that Henry Cavill's going to be the bad guy in it.
Oh.
And if he is, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But
Yes.
yeah, I feel like besides The Mummy and maybe like Lord of the Rings, which I wouldn't consider those sequels though,
Yeah, that's more
but
of like a
like a
series
trilogy.
saga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it's kind of hard. I feel like it's really hard to do the second one well because
Honestly, and this may be and I haven't seen either in a long time, so I could be wrong. I feel like the Toy Story sequel may no,
mm,
you know what it is? I know which sequel is as good as the first one. Shrek and Shrek 2.
I do love that. I do love
I
that.
feel like Shrek 2 holds its own pretty well compared
That
to
is
the first
true.
one.
That's true.
I,
Because even like I remember liking Pirates, and then I rewatched the second one, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a
yeah,
sequel.
no.
Oopsie daisy. But
All right, what's your
okay.
number 3?
Speaking of a movie that has a sequel, but mine is
Oh.
the first one. So my number 3 is Legally Blonde. Is that? I see your face. That's just me looking at your face.
We'll
I
get
was a
into
detective. There was a face.
it.
So I love Jennifer Coolidge and Reese Witherspoon's characters in this. I think they are very there for each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think what it is some of my list. I don't know. This could very easily flip flop with me with my number 2. I think what it is, I kind of went off of vibes.
Yeah.
It's like this is what I remember. Like my number 1 is definitely my number 1 because like I remember that being so impactful to me.
Yeah.
But also
I have a feeling
this
we have the same number 1.
oh, I'm scared that it's not because mine's so random. We'll
Mine's
see.
not, so then probably not.
Well, is mine random? I don't think mine's random, but I think yeah. Anyway, we'll get to it.
We'll get into
But
it
in Legally Blonde, I just think that there's such a good friendship between the two of them. They really
for
help each
sure.
other. I think I love the scene when Reese goes with Jennifer to like the
I'm taking the dog.
exactly. I love that.
I knew
It's so
exactly what we are gonna
good.
say.
It's so
Yeah.
good. And then she helps her with like her little like male guy, and it's
Yeah,
just they make each other better people. And I think
for
that that's a
sure.
big thing for me, like in the friendship side of it, whereas they make each other better. And I would say my top 3 for sure do that. The bottom 2 are more like fun vibes, but I
Yeah.
think the top 3 of my list really do make each other better people.
Yeah,
That's
I love
my number
that.
three.
So
I'm
fun.
interested. I'm scared that it's going to be like your number two, or is it your number three? Or
We'll see.
ah,
It's not my number three.
oh,
So my number three is Penny and Tracy from Hairspray. Have you ever seen that?
ooh, yeah. Wait, the Zac Efron Hairspray?
Yeah.
Ah, I have that DVD.
I was gonna say, of
Yeah.
course you've seen it, but these were the
Ooh,
last ones I added on just because I had when we were thinking because it's not set in the early 2000s, but it did come out in that
yeah.
decade. And I was just like going through movies that came out that year, and they just like came to me. What like this wasn't even on any
They're
list or
great.
anything, but I was like, they not this necessarily that if because I think conflict is important, like you said, true to friendships,
Yeah.
but they don't really have conflict. I really think that they
Yeah.
both encourage each other and they
Yep.
help them strive for their goals and they're really supportive. And, so I was like, yeah, I think they're a really
Yeah.
good example of a strong friendship
So
that, they are both going through stuff of the times
yeah.
that I think that is the conflict, but then their
And
friendship
supporting each
is
other through it.
exactly. Like their friendship helps each other through that conflict, which I think is
Absolutely.
a really good example of a good friendship. So that's my number three.
That's such a good one. If I had thought of that, that probably would have been on here. But I think it's like a
Yeah.
very similar to Legally Blonde, where they don't really have conflict between the two of them, but they help each other
Right.
in conflict outside of the two of them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good one. I wish I had thought of that. It's not even on my honorable mention. Come on, get it together. Okay, so my number two, and this is something where it's from the time I didn't see it till recently, but it's Mamma Mia. I
Oh,
put as number two.
fun.
I put
Yeah.
and I put it. It's funny because I didn't put the
Wait, did
characters.
you do which friendship did you do for that one?
Yeah. Okay. So that was my thing. Is I think the friendship that I, looking at the movie, for lack of a better like term, like maybe not value more, but there's more
Hmm.
depth to is Donna's friendship
Right.
with her
Yeah.
best
Because you
friends.
don't even know
Not
the other
really.
names, right?
No, like we just don't dive into their backstory as much as we do
Yeah.
with Donna's backstory. Obviously, like her being the main character. I would fight. I guess she's the main character in both. I guess you could like put her daughter as like the
Yeah.
co-main character in the first one, but yeah, I would say that. I'm like, do I stand with that? I'm like, I think so.
No, I would
But
agree with that.
yeah, I just like their friendship because one, I love the way that the friends are introduced, how excited they are, how fun and quirky and like really, really themselves they are with
Hmm.
each other. Like they're not embarrassed or afraid to do things. They have their inside jokes. They've been friends for so long as well, and I think that that's something I I like the beauty of seeing friends through decades, and
Hmm.
I feel like that's something
Yeah,
that
the longevity.
yeah, and like how great and wonderful it can be to have friends when you're Donna's like the older like
Hmm.
what do they say, legacy cast age. that
Yeah.
that throwback to our episode. Um, but yeah, I just think that seeing the beauty of that friendship and everything that they've gone through and they've supported each other through and still are supporting each other in is a great depiction of what I would want my friendships to be when
Yeah.
I'm legacy cast Donna's age. Who's played by Meryl Streep, if you haven't seen it. And we do have an episode on it if you want to go check that out. We dive into it, but we didn't actually dive, I don't think, as much into the friendships, but
Yeah, I
that
don't
is
think we
something
did
that
either, but I considered putting them on there, but honestly, I was like, they're gonna be on Joyce.
I know that's where like the two and three could flip flop though, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. But I think that's a really good one. It's especially because it's just like it's clearly a good friendship because it's
Yeah.
stood the test of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All
hard
right,
things too.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
All
Oh
right,
wait, I know what it is.
my number two is Elle and Paulette from Legally Blonde.
So good.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. The other things that I would add is I love that they both come from very different worlds in a
Yeah.
way of
Yeah.
right like and they do have a lot in common, but they also are very different. And I like there's an age difference,
Yeah.
but I think that from the moment they meet, when like Elle sits down like in tears,
Oh,
Paulette's
so
like,
good.
I've got you. Like, we're gonna make you feel better.
Yeah.
Like, we'll talk through it. And then like, yeah, when Paulette goes and gets her dog. I love that scene so much.
So good.
And we're not gonna say the full line so we can keep our non-explicit tag, but that I just love when she the full line of that. Um I did add an honorable mention within
Mm.
this for Elle and Vivian by the end. I do like,
Oh,
because they do start out as like complete enemies, and I like how they grow into friends, and like in the
yeah.
little end epilogue scene where like it's
Yeah.
clear they're like best friends and stuff. So we don't get to see that too much. Oh, sorry, it just started snowing again, and I'm like,
Ah!
I looked out the
Lock
window in
number
time.
3.
Yes. Actually went on another one today, so that'll be number 4.
Wow.
So yeah, I feel like they're back to Ellen Paulette. They're just true girls,
Yeah,
and they support each other through everything. And yeah, I had to put them on my list
love
too.
it. I like your honorable mention as well because with Vivian and Elle, I like that Elle stands up for herself, but like you're saying, the girl's
Yeah.
girl of it is always like rooting for not
Yeah, she's
always, you know what I
never
mean?
mean to her. Like
Yeah,
she
yeah. Like
could
Vivian's
I
definitely mean. Like
yeah,
show up
Elle
in this
could
costume, rude.
right. Elle could have like really retaliated
Yeah,
and try to get revenge, but she doesn't. Like she's
yeah.
still
Brushes it
super
off.
supportive. She's really nice.
Yep.
And yeah, I just spoiler alert, this will be an upcoming episode, but I love that movie so much.
It's so good. It's so good.
All
Okay,
right,
number
drum
one.
roll.
I'm scared. I'm scared that we don't have the same, and I'm scared that we do. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's
I think
always
it'll
gonna be
be
a
fun if
tough
we.
one.
I think it'll be fun either way. Like if we have the same one or if they're different. But I feel like they're different because I don't feel like mine's all that random.
Mine's not either, but I think what it is it was the first thing that I thought of. It was very
Mm-hmm.
impactful to me when it came out because it was very strong female characters. Mine
Okay, then
is
might be the same.
mine's Charlie's Angels.
Oh, it's not. Yeah,
Oh,
excited to
wow. I'm so
share.
excited.
I've actually never seen that movie.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my word. It's Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore,
Yeah,
Lucy Liu,
it's
the
such a
trio.
good cast
Oh,
for sure.
oh, so good. Got Bill Murray as
And
Bosley.
I mean, it did have a cultural impact where any
Yeah.
3 girls posing together, immediately you hit
Trend.
the pose.
Yep. Yep. I feel like even to this day, depending on the friend group, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably still doing somewhat of the Charlie's Angels pose based upon the TV show from back in the day. But oh man, I just loved this movie. I love that I always was like, they're spies and they're cool, but they're put together as a team, but they really are there for each other. They really fight for each other, both like physically and like emotionally. They're there to try to like spur each other on for
Yeah.
dating type things. Oh, you know what I'm realizing right now? I totally forgot that Luke Wilson is also in this movie.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, he's also in this movie and he's in Legally Blonde.
He's
Um,
also in, I didn't mention this when we talked about Family Stone because our Dane Keaton episode just
oh
came out.
yeah.
He's also in the Family Stone too.
Yeah, that
Because
did be
there's like
sneaking in.
such an A-list cast movie.
Yeah, yeah. I just, oh man, I love this movie. I remember me and two of my friends were like, "We're the Charlie's Angels," and
Cute.
which one was I? I think I was. I want to say I was Lucy Liu. Maybe I don't know. We were like, I'm this person, I'm this person, and I think I was
It's like
Alex.
when you pick your Power Ranger color
A hundred
too.
percent, 100%.
Which one were you?
Oh, I actually never watched Power Rangers, so I
I
don't
mean, I
know.
didn't either, but I feel like if you grew up in the 90s, you picked a Power Ranger color at some point.
I know. I probably would have picked like pink or yellow,
Yeah,
but
I
I don't know
picked pink
anything
because that
about
was
them.
my favorite color. But yeah, I never watched
Yeah,
it either. So.
yeah, it's so funny. But yeah, oh man, like again, it's 2000 exactly. I had to double check.
Mhm.
So it came out in 2000. So I feel like on that cusp there, a lot of the times it feels more 90s than 2000s, but like the very late 90s feel, it's very girl power, obviously.
Yeah.
They have so many different costumes. Some of it's kind of like funny, some of their fighting scenes, but I just love it. I remember being like, wow, they have so many different kinds of hair and so many different kinds of
Cute.
costumes, and they're just like awesome. And I wanted to be them. And I think
Love
that's why
that.
the biggest thing. And I don't remember any like really aggressive breakdown in the friendship. Like there's a couple times with like different with like one specific character that they're like maybe he's not good, but then they kind of work through it from what I remember.
Yeah.
Now I haven't
You
seen
have
this
to
in
do a case file on it.
I know. I thought it's so funny because when we were doing our list for it, Larissa was texting me and she was like, "Oh, we should do some case files on these things." And I'm like, "Wait, what have we done a case file on?" And I'm like, "Oh, maybe she means Charlie." I was like, "Oh, maybe she means Confessions of a Teenage Drummer." So we've got a couple for sure,
Yeah.
and some we've already done too. So it's
Yes.
both. Okay, I'm really excited. I'm gonna be so sad if I should have put this on my list because I probably should have if it's your number one. But
Yeah.
I
Well, first I want to see if you have any
hmm,
guesses.
trying to think.
We have done a
So
case file on it before. Oh, we were going to. I don't think we ended up doing it, but we almost did. And some stuff happened.
I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen it. Have I
You
seen it?
have.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be so sad for Joy. Well, what? So, no, I don't know. Here, just tell me. I'm gonna guess wrong. If not, I'm gonna give you all my honorable
Okay.
mentions if I'm not careful.
I did Carmen, Tibby, Lena, and Bridget from Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Valid, valid, valid.
Yeah. I mean, they when I hear female friendship, like that just first comes to mind because I think just the idea of because I think that also resonates through culture too of like anytime your friend group
Yeah,
exchanges something, it's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Blank.
100%.
Um, and I think their friendship was just like big time goals growing up. Obviously, I read all the books too, and they what I like because I kind of think this goes back to your number five of the conflict of it. Yeah, they all have conflict, but I think they work through it in a relatively healthy way.
Yeah,
And they are all their conflict is totally believable and real. And I think they just will actually sit down and have a conversation versus other like Lily and Mia, they kind of talk about it, but
yeah.
not really. And I feel like the four of them are just truly there for each other, always 100%
Mhm.
at the end of the day. And so, yeah,
Wasn't there a second of this?
yes,
What did you think of that?
it was fine. I think because, and it's interesting too, because so I haven't read the fifth one because it came out like after I kind of aged out of the books, but I read the first four books and I can't remember which one the sequel. I think the sequel kind of combines like
That
the
makes sense.
first movie very much pretty closely follows the first book. And I want to say the second movie kind of lumps in a few books together.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, we're
Um,
probably only getting two out of this, so let's just like start
yeah.
pulling in things. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever see the sequel?
I don't think so. And I think what it is, I've definitely seen this movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, it's gonna sound so bad because we love Alexis, but I probably have only seen it once or twice.
Oh,
Like I
okay. Yeah.
it yeah, because I think what it was is I could never from what I remember, it wasn't on as many streaming services, or maybe my brain just didn't think
Mm.
to look it up. Um, but I remember it being good. I just couldn't remember the conflict. I couldn't remember if they had like handled like you were saying, like they handled it.
Yeah, I would
Oh.
recommend going back. I have it on DVD, so I could always mail it to you if it's not streaming anywhere. But yeah, I think they handle the conflict because they all it's there's four of them, so they're all
Yeah,
dealing with their own thing, but then they have some of them have conflict with each other. Specifically, because detectives, if you're familiar with this movie, um, Carmen and Tibby have a pretty big fight at some point, and I think they, kind of sit down and work through it, or like I think they ended up handling it pretty well. And the one thing that I was going to mention for the sequel is because you mentioned Alexis. So in the sequel, she dates Jackson Avery from Grey's Anatomy.
really. So
Yeah,
it's
so it's
she.
kind of like a weird like
Funny.
worlds combine or like mixing kind of vibe.
Oh my word, that's so funny. I think now that you've said, I remember the reason why it wasn't a big rewatch for me was because I don't remember which character it was, but one of them's dealing, I think, with like like grief. Isn't something going on in one of their lives
Yeah,
where,
so Bridget's and this happens before the movie even starts, but Bridget's
yeah,
mom dies a few
I knew
years
that.
ago, and then Tibby befriends a girl with leukemia. So she's
I
kind
think,
of dealing with that.
yeah,
So that it is a heavier movie for sure. It's not like the same like hunky dory chipper vibes that a lot of early
yeah.
2000s like teen movies were. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, but also again, it's one of those things where I'm glad that there's movies that do discuss things like
Yeah, it's
grief and like
needed.
walking. Yeah, because again, it's just if you have gone, if you had the like privilege to go through all through high school of not having something like
Hmm.
that, and you're just not even aware that that exists, I feel like it's good to be aware, like, oh, these hard things can happen to kids my age,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Um, but yeah, that is a good one though. Okay,
What a fun list. And
that
we're
is
getting
fun.
into honorable mentions, and we didn't
Yee!
plan this, but we both have four, which is kind of fun
True. You
because
did
it's
mention a
like,
couple of mine, but I
oh,
have
okay, that's okay. I
one
still
thing.
want to hear them.
Okay.
And just
What's your
like your own thoughts on it too.
okay? One of mine was Cheetah Girls.
I thought about them too, but I was like, I don't know if they're actually good friends
I
either.
know.
I
That's
thought
why I
about
was
them
like,
though.
okay, it's a thing that everybody will think of, but the
Yeah, it is
reason,
iconic.
right? The thing I was thinking was like maybe I could flip them in Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, but the thing
Hmm.
is, I feel like in Cheetah Girls, they do kind of do stuff a little bit more maliciously, where you're just like,
Yeah.
like they're like, forget you, we're gonna go do this, and you're like,
Yeah. It's a little bit more like bad attitude.
yeah, but I will say again, did I love the Cheetah Girls? Yes. Did I see any of that
Iconic.
drama when I watched it? No. I was just like, I'm gonna be a Cheetah Girl. So I feel like that was another thing is you're like, man, I had a Cheetah Girl phase where I was like,
Yeah, like
and was
what and
definitely
what
an
color
imprint.
was your cheetah print?
I think, which is so interesting because I don't feel like I'm that much of a pink girl, but I wonder if it's just because Raven was the main character where I was like,
Maybe, yeah.
I'm pink. So
Yeah.
that was yours pink as well?
Obviously, but
Yeah.
I was a pink girl. I still am, i.e., my microphone, my water bottle, my phone case. Like
I'm becoming
every
more of a pink girl
I love
slowly.
that. Super
Slowly.
fun.
Okay, what's one of yours?
Okay, I'm just going to start with I have done case files on two of my honorable mentions, and two
Mm.
I want to do case files on
Wow.
upcoming. Again, none of mine take place in the early 2000s. I did different decades for all of these. And I didn't realize this until sitting down. There is one actress in three, the same actress in three of these,
Whoa!
which is
That's
so
funny.
funny. So I'm going to start with one that I've not done a case file on, and that is, wait, no, she's, sorry, I messed up. There's the actress in two of them, and another actress that's also in two of them.
Oh, so it's
That's
two
where I
and
got
two.
confused.
You're
Yes,
good.
but
You're good.
anyways, sorry to like be confusing. Anyways, I want to do a case file on Booksmart. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Let me look it up.
So it came out in 2019, and the main characters are Amy and Molly. So,
Mm.
but basically, like, long story short, it kind of takes place in one night, right before they graduate from high school. And again, they have a lot of conflict. And like, there's a scene where it like there's no sound; it's just music, and it's literally them like screaming at each other. But I think where they get to and they work through the conflict, I think is very realistic for like true best friends. Like my best friend is my sister, and she and I have had like scream at
Yeah.
each other fights. Like I think that's the mark of a really good friendship, as long as you can work through it at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I had
You
to
have to
put
be
them all there.
yourself, and sometimes you just clash, and you
Yeah,
learn through it, you know? Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. No, I've never seen that. Okay, my next one was Xenon, Girl of 21st
Oh,
Century.
cute.
I thought that they had some good friendships in that,
Yeah.
especially the first one, but then it's hard because in the second one it's good. I can't remember which one's Raven's in. Actually, speaking of, is she in the first one? I feel like she's in the second one, maybe.
I
There's
think
a different girl in the
she's
first.
in the first one.
She's in the first one. There's a different girl in the second.
I'm
I don't know.
pretty sure. I'm pretty
But
sure. I'm gonna double check because like you said that, and I immediately was like, oh, another Raven.
I know. I guess mine have two in the same same actor too.
Yeah,
Um,
she's on the poster with her little like
her little
face.
face.
Yeah, so
But I
cute.
don't know. I feel like there was good friendships in it, but I don't know. Was it like, is it like top five goals? Probably
Yeah,
not.
I get
Is it
that.
like a fun early 2000s, like futuristic y thing? Like, did I want to live on a spaceship after, or a space station? Excuse me.
Yeah.
I guess I did want to live on a space station, but yeah. Okay, what's your next one?
Okay, my next one is one I have done a case file on, and that is Joe, Beth, Meg, and Amy from Little Women. Even though they're
So good.
sisters, I do feel like they are
Yeah.
friends at the end of the day. And again, there's a lot of conflict between them, but what sister doesn't have conflict? And I
100%.
think, I love their sisterhood friendship. I talked about it a lot when in that episode, and then you famously watched it live or
Yeah,
like filmed
there's
your
a
reaction to it.
whole
So
YouTube video of me watching it.
yeah, we'll share that in the show notes
Yes,
too.
yes. All of my honorable mentions I still kept in early 2000s because there's definitely some friendships I would have been like, give me this
Oh
friendship.
yeah,
I want this
totally
one.
fine. Different vibes. I love it.
Right. One of these I've never seen, so I don't know if this could be like, nah, that's not a good female friend. Like as far as I know. I've literally seen the poster and that's it. Is Crossroads? Have you ever watched Crossroads with
Oh,
Britney Spears?
no, I have
Yeah. So
not.
I don't
It
know
took me a
because
second because I was like, well, it's not motocross,
oh my
but
word, love, which we have talked about in another top five.
yes.
But yeah, I don't really know if I feel like it looks like it will be a very fun friendship, but I don't know. They could be like enemies for all I know. So it's only on honorable mentions in case there's some roads detectives
That's
let us
fun.
know because
I love that.
I ain't got no idea. So what's your other one?
My other one is the other one I've done a case file on, and it's another sister
Okay.
friendship, and that is Hallie and Annie from Parent Trap.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. That's actually technically early 2000s too. I should have thought of that one.
No, that one's
Oh, that's
90s.
90.
Because I almost put them on there, and then I was like, nope, that's
Not
90s. So I was
bad.
like, honorable mention.
Cute. Yeah, that's a good one. Making sure that I have my characters correct. I feel like sometimes I forget. So my last honorable mention is a Cinderella story, but it's Sam and Rhonda.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I was like, her best friend is a guy.
I know, right? That's where I was like, at first I kind of had it on the list, but then I wasn't. I don't know. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
Also, a case file I've done.
Yeah, but I feel like their friendship's really good. It's very sweet. She
Yeah,
gives her
I
her
like
wedding
that.
dress, and she's like, "I'm not going
Right.
to use it. Go use his wedding dress." So
Yeah.
I feel like it's very sweet. It's so wild too. I looked it up on IMDb to make sure I had the character's name correctly, and everybody looks so old. Like Hilary Duff, Chad Michael Murray, Jennifer Coolidge,
Oh.
Dan Bird. His last name was Bird. I didn't know that. The guy who was Carter. Um,
Oh, okay.
these are adults. So weird.
Yeah.
But sorry, that's a sidetrack.
That's
But
fun.
it's hard.
But then you
I
also
know.
had Uptown Girls too, right? Or
Yeah,
of
I had
hanging out
Uptown
there.
Girls, but I've never seen that one either.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I think this
You
is them, but I
should.
don't
It's so good.
know.
But Uptown Girls also deals with like some grief stuff too. So just warning you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why. I think just sometimes I would get, I don't know if I was like maybe like a too empathetic, put myself in their
Yeah,
place
I
a
get
bit
that.
or something. Like I couldn't like make that distinction very well. So I would just be like, this ruined my day. I cry all the time.
Yeah. I don't blame you. It's
I
okay.
know, right? Wait, I think you have one more, right?
Yes. So this is the other one that I want to do a case file on. And it's a Ladybird. Have you seen that one?
Oh, that's that I mean,
Also
you already said
Saoirse.
two and two.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Saoirse,
Yeah. So
yeah.
Saoirse is in that, who's also in Little Women. And then Molly and Booksmart plays her best friend Julie in Ladybird. Yeah.
Oh, cool. No, I haven't seen that, but I've heard great things about
Yeah,
it.
I love that movie. Also, it's Timothy Chalamet as well. So he and Saoirse are
Uh,
a thing in this one too.
uh,
And it's Greta Gerwig, so it's like their
oh, it's like the
trio.
whole
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
The other one I feel like came around that time was Brooklyn. Is that
Oh, I
Saoirse as
saw
well?
that. Yes, and I actually saw that for the first time. That was on our fall movie list. That one was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't super love it, but
I feel like it
it's
just
fine.
came so back to back. I just was like, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, the posters look very similar too. It's like
Yeah.
Saoirse's face on both of
Yeah,
them.
100%.
Also, in Brooklyn, throwback to the beginning of the episode, Domhnall Gleeson is in Brooklyn.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I did not know that. I tried to read that book and I feel like it was too time jumpy for me. I think I was like doing too much embroidery at the time or something, or like maybe
That's
it was there was something happening in it and I was like, I cannot. Maybe it's just the period piece nature of it. I kind of
sometimes those can be boring.
Yeah, I struggle with it's too much of like maybe a little bit too much world building, which again I love because again like Lord of the Rings was mostly that, but sometimes it doesn't click for me.
Yep, I get that completely.
But that's cool though. Okay, cool.
So 2 upcoming episodes. Well, 3 if you count. Well, 4 because we're gonna do Legally Blonde, and then I also want to do Uptown Girls. So A
Yeah.
lock in cozy detectives.
Sleepover too. I'd love to do one
Oh
on.
yeah,
So
for sure. Oh,
we're
and
gonna
the
have to do a
aquamarine
plan.
and yeah,
Yeah. We're gonna have to do a planning party after this. Come up with more good
love
stuff.
it.
Okay, 2%. Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first? We rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, let's do that. We've never done it before. That's fun. We'll have to like
Okay.
say it because it's gonna be audio only. Okay. Do you
Okay.
do rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
And you shoot on shoot. Like so you
Okay.
do your
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Rock,
Rock,
paper.
paper,
Oh wait,
scissors.
we're
Wait.
glitching. Wait, it's laggy. I'm gonna close my eyes and then we'll
Okay.
open our eyes.
Also, okay, we'll do that. And then also, whoever wins decides, or whoever wins goes first.
I think whoever wins goes first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Rock,
right, my eyes are
paper,
closed. Oh,
scissors.
wait, count it down, and then we'll start.
Okay.
So okay,
We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then we'll go rock, paper, scissors.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No,
We both did
died.
scissors. Okay, restart. Okay, one more. 3, 2, 1. Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot.
We both did it again. I thought
Okay,
of changing it. I thought you would change it.
We're gonna do it one more time, and then if not,
Yeah, just go first.
Yeah,
It's
one
just-
of us. Okay,
it's just
we
fun.
should just flip a coin, but that's okay. This is fun.
It's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
the suspense.
3, 2, 1. Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot.
Ah, you changed. I stuck with the scissors. You squished me.
I almost did, but I was like, no, she's gonna do it again.
I was like, I'm gonna do it for the lulz. Okay, wait. I'm going first then. Is that what we decided, or you're going?
Well, no, I will since I won, and that was
Okay, deal.
we decided. So, I know I technically did like a reading ambience kind of vibe last time, but I was so excited to find this on YouTube. And bonus, because I feel like so many ambience videos use AI now, and this one is like a no AI channel. And I don't think I've talked about this before on the pod. Do you know what utopian scholastic is, Joy?
Oh, like book fair almost.
Yeah, so it's kind of basically it's an aesthetic of the 90s that was like the eyewitness books, like going to the museum, Encarta 95, like that whole vibe.
Oh.
And so someone made a YouTube ambience like video of Utopian Scholastic, and it's like 2 hours. There's no mid-roll ads. And I found it the other day, like while working, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is delicious!"
That's awesome. Okay, send it to me because I sometimes will just like keep those on in the background too because it's just oh my god, I love that. I know that's going to be involved in an episode.
Yeah, I'm excited. We like planned to do that, and then we took our hiatus, and I'm like, oh yeah, we got to work that back.
And I'm like, I'll do this one, but that one's like a lot of research, so that one's coming down on the pipeline because
we need our time.
But so my 2% is something similar to what I've done before, but I did my nails, but I did a very cool version.
They're so cute. Yeah, you sent me the photo of them. You like did them yourself. You didn't like press on or anything.
No,
I'm so proud of you. They're very cute.
On Amazon, I got a little like one's like you can do like lines. So another idea I have is to do like stripes. I was thinking maybe for like Valentine's Day. We're recording this a little bit early, so I tried it, and with my base coat, it looked more like candy cane, and I'm like, we're past that.
Aww.
But I did dots, so I did every other nail, a light pink, and then a dark red, and then on the light pink, I did dark red dots. Cute. And so I'm very proud of myself. It took me forever, and I really like them.
They turned out super cute.
They did. I'm not gonna lie. They're already like, when did I do this? I did these maybe 3 or 4 days ago. And I have a bad, like, unless it's something that really will just like,
oh yeah, mine chip really easily too.
Yeah. I like forget how much I just must, I don't know, do things, but yeah. But I did like them, and they're very fun, and they've made me happy multiple times. So, and I'm trying to like take photos with them. I'm like, while they're still alive and existing, I'm like, okay, let's take a photo with my nails. So
cute. Okay. I have to get the photo for this. So this is a DM that we got from a cozy detective.
Fun.
This is from Sheridan, and they said, I just wanted to thank you for doing the podcast. It is such a joy. I am in the thick of motherhood, and the days can get long, but your podcast makes tasks more enjoyable and it creates an escape from the mundane. Truly, you have impacted my life greatly with this podcast.
Oh,
Thank you. And I'm like, y'all keep making us
I
cry, but I love
know.
it. It truly means so much.
It really
And
does.
then there was like a part 2 to this, and I haven't told Joy this ahead of time. So this
No.
is going to be your live
Ah,
reaction.
I'm scared.
Sheridan said, also, just a thought, ... You should totally have Joy make merch for the podcast.
Oh, fun. Oh my goodness, my brain. I'm like,
I know. I was like, she's going to like get so excited for this.
yeah. Oh my god, that'd be so fun. Okay, Coach Detectives, we would need your help of letting us know, like, what would you want? You know?
Yeah. And would you be interested in this?
Yeah.
And,
would you want a sweater? Would you want a hat? Are you like, no grazie? I don't know. Oh my word, that'd be so fun.
Yeah. So, and I know it's kind of our 2-year in like a few months, but kind of not because we took a break.
Yeah.
But maybe that's when we launch it. And
yeah, it'd be drops, and then when that drop's gone, that could be like it. Because then we could do something new or different for each time.
Yeah, for seasons and stuff.
Oh my word, so fun. Yeah, we love Cozy.
I was like, I'm gonna have to surprise this on the air with this idea.
I know, my brain's like, what could we draw? What could we do? All right, I love it. I love it.
So many options. But thank you so much for listening. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Blanket Fort Files Pod. Send us your 2% cozier, and please subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. Join us next week in the Blanket Fort, where we'll discuss the coziness of our favorite winter musicals.
Ooh, hopefully it's still snowing when we record.
It won't be here, but that's okay.